This mower has a locked up engine. So in part one, we asked you, the viewer, to decide, do we rebuild it or replace it? And oh boy, y'all brought in some great comments. We really appreciate every single one that y'all put down there. But guess what? We're about to make everybody happy. Now, if you missed part one, we finally got this thing apart. This rod is pretty much melted. And this crankshaft journal, oh my. So we had a ton of people say replace the engine. A ton of people say not enough information. Can we fix this crank or not? A lot of people said rebuild it to make a good video. So guess what? We're going to do everything y'all wanted. Want to know how? Well, I bought a brand new engine for it, but we're going to still see if we can build this engine. The whole key to the thing is, can I fix that crankshaft? So we got to get that crankshaft out and see if we can straighten that up and rebuild this. But there's another surprise. We rebuild this engine and get it going. I've got a zero turn somebody throwed away here and said, just give it to your scrap guy. It's got a throw rod. We ain't fixing that one. I think it's got a cracked block. But if this one will fit that old zero turn out there, maybe we can get it going and put it on there. Welcome back to Rayleigh's Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. This is your Get to the Point channel. Let's get this crankshaft out. But guess what? We still don't know if the transmission's any good, the spindles are any good. I have no idea. You don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. I hope I didn't waste a bunch of money. All right. Get this bad boy up off of here, out of the way. Our washer there, save that. What we're going to do here, you want to be careful. A lot of these bolts, man, you hit them with a steel hammer, get these flywheels off. Yeah, they put a puller, whatever. So use a brass hammer. Now you can hit these and it'll be fine. But a lot of times I'll take and put my socket up there. Since this has got that big ridge around there, put my socket up there. It's probably going to fall off. Find you a good spot. You want to be careful of your starter teeth. Let's see if I can get this under here. You want to kind of get past those. I don't know if I can get this off with this engine sitting here loose. Let's find out. Yep. I'll never find that socket again. But see, that way I didn't damage my bolt. Isn't that nifty? Our flywheel. Here we go. Too easy. Now you got to do, grip it, rip it. There she is. Wow, yes. Pretty rough. We'll see if we can fix it. So, somebody in the comments said muriatic acid. A lot of great comments down there. We love those comments. Anyway, I got to thinking about this thing. You know, that aluminum off that rod is on this steel. So the three marbles that I got left up here said, well, one of them was sleeping. One said to the other, as you know, aluminum melts faster than steel. So why not just melt the aluminum off the steel? This might take a minute. No, we're going to do better. Let's give her a shot, y'all. Never tried this before. Never knew till you try, right? Well, new plan. I don't have any muriatic acid, so I'm going to have to pick some up. Stick around because they're still going to be in this video. If we can save that crankshaft, we're going to build that engine in the next video. I'm curious if that transmission's any good in that mower. This muffler's not going to work, so I'm gonna put the tailpipe off the other engine on this one. Let's get it on there. Whoop, there it is. So I'll just stick this back on here, and maybe one day I'll need it. Maybe I'll tape these bolts on here or something. Look at there. Let's get some of this old gasket here without letting it fall down in the brand new engine. Now this gasket's still like brand new, so that's fine. I know y'all want me to go pressure wash this machine, like it look pretty. I will if the transmission and stuff's any good. So right now, I'm just gonna clean under this engine area. And if you didn't watch the first video, this is a cheap machine that I bought simply to cut our trails and our woods with, to kind of keep them cleaned up. That's why we're not too worried. Look there, brand new mower. Well, I'm gonna move it again, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because this new engine comes with a fuel pump, which I really don't need, but since it's already there, I'm gonna leave it. Got a brand new fuel filter. So we're gonna cut this line, and I'm gonna put me a fuel shutoff back up under here. Not that you can ever get to it, but anyway, it's just, even if you can't reach the cutoff, still nice to have one in case down the road you might want one. I'll cut this off. Then let's save this clamp. And yeah, I'll save these other two clamps also. But if I go ahead, put that right there, and let's save these clamps for our fuel shutoff. How about that? And I don't know how much gas is in this thing. Probably, yeah, it's got gas. So let's snip her again. Right there ought to be perfect. And I'll go ahead and just put this on here. Run this up, boom. Put another clamp on. Right there. Get a fuel shut off. Right there. How's that gonna land? That'll be fine. It's just gonna be our junker, so y'all know the story about that. Oh, hook the line up, cut the valve off, T-Bone. What's wrong with you? Do this right here and that right there. Look at yonder. I'll go ahead and cut that bad boy on. The gas actually smells good. Well, not good, but you know what I mean. It don't smell like terrible. Now let's get our pipe back in the muffler. There we go. We're halfway home there, buddy. Oh, fun. It wasn't leaking earlier, but let's see if I can get you some light up in there. Now it's leaking up in there at the doggone tank because I messed with it. Let's get the tank off of it. Nothing but a thing, y'all. It's fixable. I ain't scared. I had a couple of bolts there. Let's pull this bad boy out. I don't know how much gas in here. Now, feels like a fair amount. Main thing is just to get it where it ain't leaking. Ah, there's the bushing right there is what's leaking. You know what? I got them in stock. I guess I need that clamp. Yeah. I can hear y'all screaming through the thing. Well, why not put some new fuel line on it? Okay, we're going to replace the fuel line. And here's that grommet in the tank. And I'm going to show you how to put that on also. Rotary number is 7730. I'm sure there's other part numbers, but 7730 is your rotary number. Just that little bushing right there, and we'll go ahead and replace that fuel line. And a little piece I cut off. Yes, I don't go to the house smelling like gas, even after I wash my hands. Alrighty. So the big thing, let's just pop this bad boy out of here. There it is. They usually split right around in here. Let's see if we can get this out of the fuel line. And pop this out. Tell you what I'll do. I'll cut this one off. But all the time, yeah, I can see the little crack right around the edge of that thing. I'll see if I can show you guys. If I don't destroy it too bad cutting it off of here. There we go. Yeah, if you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that little ridge. There's a little ridge down where it sits in the tank. That's where it usually messes up. We don't need that. That's perfect. So, little petroleum jelly Vaseline. Use oil, whatever. Just get something, a little something on there. Pop that in. It'll kind of, it's a little floppy yet. Don't worry about that. Then I'll do a little more around the fitting. And just push it in there. No more leak. So, see, that's why I needed gloves on, right? So I don't go home smelling like gas. Save our clamps. All right, well, y'all don't want to watch this part. Let me get this done right quick, and I'll be right back with you. Maybe y'all want to see this. Should I leave it in the video? Well, I can't hear you right now because by the time you're watching this, it's already filmed, right? There we go. All righty then. Yeah, probably needed some new fuel lines anyway. Get on there, you booger head. Let's see if we can get this thing bolted up now. Trying to line up a couple of it. Where is the hole at? I can't see it. It's around here somewhere. There it is. All right. And let's get us another one started. See, this way when I jack it all the way up, it won't go falling off. My hand won't bend that far. There we go. There we go. Well, I raised it up and one bolt already fell out. A lot of times these new engines, they are not pre-threaded. But the bolts are self-tappers anyway. So it's always easiest if you got an impact. And try to get it on there straight. Now once you get them all four started, then you can give her feeder to onions. And one more. And I need to go, can I fit behind that? Yeah, that's a little gooder. Maybe. No. Let's try this again. Let's get a little straighter shot on this. There we go. I ain't gonna make y'all listen to this. Got out the big gun. It'll make it go more gooder faster. Now I went ahead and set the parking brake, and that way I got plenty of room on my my belt. And we'll work our drive belt in, push it up. Let's find a keyway. There she goes, just like that. Pop our bolt in up under here, and we're about done. Oh yeah. Now, lift our deck up, hook her in, flat washer, and a little clippy hitchy mode, a locking hitch pin, and pop your belt on. We're done underneath. That was quick. So on this side, let's hook up. They got a little blocker on there. There's a breather tube from the tank. Slipper that on. And let's do our throttle cable. Trying to look around a light and a hose and stuff, you know. Put this bad boy on right there. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn this all the way up. Watch now. I'm going all the way up, full choke, and I'm gonna pull it all the way back. And watch up under here, you can't see, but that my choke is fully engaged. That's all I care about is I get my choke fully engaged, and I know my hand's in your way. I'm backwards. Let's do it like this. That way you guys maybe can see. And tighten the cable up. Just like that. Now let's go back to idle. Good job. Full choke. Good job. Now back over here at the old engine, we'll make sure the wiring. I got two reds, a black, and a gray or white, whatever. Let's be sure that's the same. And yep, two red and orange, black and a gray. It's the same. All right, plug that up. Let's get right on over here to the starter. Oh, first thing I need to do on these, well, if I can get the cable back off and get it where y'all can see. Let me take this cable back off. Don't overdo this, but yeah, it's tight. Make sure that's tight because you surely don't want to twist that stud off. And you got a whole nother bucket of issues to deal with. You remember that one on that starter from the other video, little rubber pieces poked out. I think I can fix that there. Look at there. All I got to do now is put some oil in it. Now, I've seen many of these oil filters loose, brand new engines, they'd be leaking oil all over the place. That one's tight. Now, I recommend getting a small engine oil, 30 weight, 10W30, something with the added zincs and phosphates and dinosaur juices and stuff. Just like that. And get the old thumbnail. And let's fill her up. All the way till it runs out. No, just kidding. All right, let's see where we at now. Took just a little over a quart. And I'm gonna show you a little trick. Brand new engine, brand new oil filter. Now, if you look, I went just a little tiny bit past that. And the reason for that is because I know that oil filter's empty. And what we'll do is after first run, and we'll shut her down and recheck it and make sure we're at the exact right level. All right, so one other quick note. I know some people want to run synthetic oil or whatever. That's fine. I do not advise that. This is just my personal opinion. I don't advise that on a brand new engine right off the bat. Get the regular small engine oil and put in there and run that for about, I don't know, 15, 20 hours. Then change your oil. And then if you want to run synthetic, okay. What that's going to do in my mind is allow time for those rings to seat. Otherwise, it could cause excessive oil consumption. Let me know what you think right down in the comments. All right, y'all, here we go. First fire. Cut the gas on. It may take it a second to get some gas in that carburetor. We're going to find out that transmission's any good. What y'all think? Oh, I got to push the thing in the back. Ah, there it is. All right. Here we go, y'all. It's going to take it a second. It's got to pump a little gas. I hear an exhaust leak. We'll deal with that later. Will it go forward and backward? Forward, ready? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we in business now. I go cut some trails. Y'all ready to see what's going on with that crankshaft? Let's go see if we can fix it. Oh, just took a quick look at this exhaust leak, and what had happened when I jacked this thing up in the air real high, the engine come up and the pipe come out of the muffler just a little bit, and I went tap, and it went boop right down in the hole. Perfect. Sounds great now. All right, somebody in the comments, can't remember the name, mentioned muriatic acid. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have this board right here. That'll keep this off the ground because I don't want to mess up this aluminum here on the side. So let's see if that'll not fall over, stay. And I know these are not chemical gloves, but that's what I got. Now I cut the bottom of a quart of oil, and I'm just gonna pour some into that. So now I'm gonna pour a little of this, hopefully not get it on me. Right there. An old toothbrush. Old toothbrush. Whoo-wee, that's strong. Start putting some on here, see what's gonna happen. It instantly changes color. Oh, you can see it bubbling. Cool. This is working. This is working, y'all. This is working. Look at it. You see it bubbling? Work it, baby. Work it. Ooh, look at the smoke coming off of there. See the smoke? I don't know if y'all can see that. Put some under the bottom side, but we'll flip the crank over and do it all the way around. Y'all see this? It's even, you can see the aluminum coming off on this toothbrush. That is just neat. Look at it, man. I'm going to try and help it along a little bit. Work it in. All right, y'all, let me keep working at it and I'll get back with you as we make progress here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Now I flipped it and working on the bottom side here. So just smoke and bubbles. She's working. Now, just so everybody knows, I got the doors open and I got a fan on right there. So, still working along on it. Man, it is really eating into that. And I'm just lightly doing this with a brush. Yeah, I took my gloves off, but the handles of this stuff's dry, so I just really ain't touching anything. Look at it, you see them? Just a bubbling. She's working, man. Yeah, don't be fooled because the fumes are strong. And like I said, I got that fan going or the door's open. Because it stinks. Look how black that brush is now. How does it eat aluminum and not eat a brush? What does that tell you? Nobody knows. I've got one teeny spot right there that I'm still working on. Let's put a little more juice on it. It's eating on it. It'll get there. All right, we're just going to dilute this down a little soapy water. I'd use plain water, but soapy water is what was in the bottle. I think we got a winter chicken dinner, folks. 10, Roger. Spray this water off with some, my favorite thing, brake cleaner, of course. Now, we just need to polish this bad boy. Now, we're going to start with some 600 grit, wet dry, and then we're going to go to 1,000 grit. Let's polish this thing. That looks, well, that ain't perfect. That ain't going to be perfect. It's a Briggs. We're not doing a race car motor. All right. This is the wet dry paper. Let's use a little oil. Let's see if I can get it all over me. Whee! Kind of hard to tell on camera, but that's after the 600. So got a little bit of streaks in there. We'll see if we can get it a little better. We're going to put 1,000 to it. All right, there's the 1,000 grit. Still wet, but you know what I mean. Oh yeah, she's slick. Fingernail ain't grabbing on anything. You know what we're going to do? Well, I'm about to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to order us a new piston and rod, rings. We'll hone that thing out. We're going to put this engine together. How about we make a video on that, guys? Y'all ready? I know a bunch of you suggested it down in the comments. Y'all leave some comments down in the bottom of this video now. I want to know what you guys think so far. I'm ready to go try out that mower, go cut some trails. We appreciate you tuning in to Rayleigh's Small Engines. I'm T-Bone. This is your Get to the Point channel. Woo! We'll see you soon. Boy, I tell you what, that thing's slicker than snot on a doorknob.